I had to spark up for this one. Middle eye. My frequency is the same frequency of nature. I talk to my higher power a lot. A lot. I meditate on my higher power a shit ton. Remember when I listen more to my higher power and I do what my higher power tells me. I haven't gotten to that point where my higher power took complete control. I'm still fighting with my ego. I was in jail, man. When I was in this jail, I told them that I just wanted to be with my daughter in her heart, in her heaven. I wanted to be in her heaven, you know what I mean? And they took that as suicide. I went to jail for it was basically having a food fight with my fiance. We was arguing at first, but it ended with food being thrown and us laughing. Police got called and they took me to jail. When I said that, they put me in like a room, but it was like, there was a mat, just one mat on the fucking floor and like a hole on the ground, and it still had stains like on the fucking ground. Still had stains on the ground, yo. And that shit, just sitting on that mat, not being able to go use the fucking bathroom because these fucking stains going down the drain. And the whole fucking cell is like that. And not having nothing on but this green, they call it a turtle. And it's this green shell, right? Having nothing but that on, yo. And you sitting in that fucking room. I went through a spiritual awakening in that fucking room, yeah. Sitting on that fucking mat. I closed my eyes. I'm claustrophobic as fuck too. So like at first I was at war with my fucking brain, yo. I wanted to go crazy in that bitch. I sat on that fucking mat and I closed my eyes. And I told myself, I am greatness. I am positivity. I am on the beach. I am living the greatest life. And as I kept telling myself this, and if I couldn't think of something, I would repeat it. And as I kept telling myself this, it was like the smell of that motherfucking cell went away. Everything started to go away in this reality, this movie. This shit started to just completely vanish, yo. And it was like, I seen a crystal. And I kept focusing on that light that was just coming off of it, you know what I'm saying? As I kept hearing these affirmations in my brain, like as I kept telling these, every time I come off, like I lose connection with that flame. And I come back to my affirmations to boost me back up to that flame, you know what I'm saying? And as I kept doing that, I'd stop for a minute because the dude would come with the food. And it was always like he was fucking with me. It was fucking with me. He knew what I was trying to do, so he would come and like throw some shit in my face, tell me some shit. And everybody kept doing that. Are you okay? Are you having thoughts of suicide right now? Like they kept coming in that bitch and like fucking with me. But they knew what I was doing. They knew that I was not trying to be there. But I got enlightened. And the more I got enlightened in that bitch, the more like it was crazy. I was in that bitch for only 3 days, yo. 3 days, yo. But for them 3 days, I felt like I was in that bitch for I felt like I was in that bitch for mad long, yo. But it was only because I kept being woken up from that spiritual realm that I was going in. At the same time, they gave me time to like make phone calls, and I realized something. Demons were fucking with me in my head at that point in time when I'd make them phone calls. So I stopped making the phone calls because nobody was fucking picking up the phone, yo. And I realized that at the same time, it costed money for the phone call to come through, so you really couldn't talk to anybody that didn't have money. And I felt like that's all I was calling. It is complaining a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's complaining as fuck, but I had a spiritual ass awakening throughout that whole experience, throughout my walk home, throughout my time in that fucking room. It was not like I was like seeing my gods and my higher power. I was starting to be, my higher power started to take control. Like me focusing on that flame started to take control of my body. Like my higher power started to take control of my body, because as I was in there, I stayed calm. And in that situation, I'm not staying calm. There was one time I got locked in my grandmother's fucking bathroom. And I was going crazy like a lion tearing up the bathroom. I was not playing games. I was like, break the door down type deal. In that jail, bruh, that was not me. The person that I was in that cell was not me. It was a loving, godly figure that took over me. And I want people to get in tune with that shit. So understand it. Take care of yourself. Put the phones down. Put everything down. Separate yourself from everything around you when it comes to technology. And understand that you are your own being. You have heaven inside you. Meditate on that thought. And start loving people, and do not expect anything back when you do it. With that being said, I've come to the realization on this life, there's not a lot of people that's spiritually woke like me. So I want to help people get spiritually woke. Where my journey is right now, I feel like I got to get on camera and I got to explain this shit to the best of my ability. And the way I can explain it, I have to tell a story. There's a metaphor that I have to put down on this. And I need everybody to understand. It might sound like I'm a complete asshole by me saying this, but it's the truth in so many fucking ways, in so many spiritual ways. People are fucking trapped, and I feel like it's due to religion and the belief system. I don't believe in religion. I fucking hate religion. The reason why I hate religion so much is because the way religion was put into my spirituality, when I say that, the way religion was put into my frequency, the way I live, my spirit, my past lives, this life, the way let me just put it like this. You don't owe anybody shit. If you out here doing shit for people, that's cool. I'm not telling you not to. I feel like that's the way of life. That's the part of the way of life. We gotta be out here doing shit for people. We have to. We have to love on people. We have to be there for people. But don't expect shit back in return. I feel like this video, I feel like I was supposed to make this motherfucking video, man. Do not expect shit back in return. Understand one thing. Heaven is not around you. Heaven is inside you. So when I say heaven is inside you, expect your higher power to give shit back to you. Don't expect the people that you do good for to give shit back to you. I was supposed to make this motherfucking video. The spirits are talking. There's a lot of enemies in this world. And enemies can be disguised as good-hearted people. Shit, enemies can be good-hearted people if they don't got their mind right. I had to realize that throughout my spiritual journey. People can still be asleep and still be good-hearted. Religion as a whole, there are some good people that follow their religion. Like I said in my prior video, God is inside you. He's not all around you. And that's what religion is. That's how religion is fucking with our heads. Because God is feeling like heaven is all around us, and it's not. I want you to think about something. And you could do research on everything that I'm about to say. We were trained to believe that there was a snake that came down from a tree called the tree of knowledge, right? And that snake was told Adam and Eve, the first two human beings, told Adam and Eve to eat, to gain knowledge from that tree. We were trained that the snake is evil. But what I don't understand is if the snake is so evil, why is it that for so many years the Egyptians worshiped the snake? I got a snake. I took my snake to the vet one time, right? They did an x-ray on my snake. The motherfucking x-ray of my motherfucking snake had the whole structural way it was, like the whole inside of the snake, besides the head, right? Matter of fact, you can even include the head of the snake. If you look at the skeletal structure of a snake, the skeletal structure of a snake, and you look at the skeleton of your backbone, you look at your motherfucking spinal cord. Why is the snake skeleton so it looks just like the motherfucking spinal cord? But back to what we believed in before we got put in as slaves. We worship the motherfucking snake. On the Egyptian pharaohs' hats, man, there was always a snake figure on top of that motherfucking head, yo. A serpent snake. And I had to do more motherfucking research on this. The story really did happen. I'm not telling you that I don't believe in the Bible, because the story really did happen. But it happened in a flipped way, bro. The way they preach the story is fucked up. On the tablets, on the Egyptian tablets. And I'm going to put this on the universe now because I'm going to end up in Egypt. I've never been to Egypt, but I've been studying a shit ton of Egyptian knowledge. The stories that they tell in Egypt. They tell a story of a god named Osiris and a god named Set. Set, Saturn, he is the ruler of this world. This God is the God that separated the heavens, the waters of the heavens, and separated the waters of the earth. This is the God that written the paper Bible, the religious Bibles, all of them, in my belief. I believe in the tablets in Egypt. That's what I believe in, and I'm trying to do more knowledge because they keep that knowledge away from you. Osiris wanted people to gain knowledge. The story of Adam and Eve is happening right the fuck now. I want you to think about this, right? You watching this video because it's something inside you is telling you to watch this video. You want to get spiritually awoke to some shit because shit is not making sense somewhere. I'm not telling you to follow my belief. I'm not telling you to do that. I want you to research on your own, meditate on your own, and get this knowledge on your fucking own. Listen to this with an open mind, please. An open mind. Osiris wanted people to gain knowledge and understand what is really going on and why our eyes are blinded. Us humans, we already had eyes. We weren't blind on this planet. That was a lie. We were blind in here. This eye right here is closed. And like I said, everything in Adam and Eve, the story of Adam and Eve is happening right now, spiritually. Understand this. Your eye, your third eye is closed as fuck. Osiris came down to this earth in a figure of a snake and told them to eat of the fruit of knowledge. The tree of knowledge. The tree of knowledge is not an actual tree. It's not physical. This is all happening in your heart. Heaven is in your heart. The stories of the Bible are in your heart. Heaven is in your heart. God is in your heart. What's happening right now is in your heart. The snake, the serpent snake, came down and told them to eat of the fruit of knowledge so you can be awoken. So you can be awoken. So you can understand what's really going on. Once you understand what's really going on, you in your heart, you're forcefully going to want to spread the message. You're forcefully going to want to start loving people. And when you start to do that, your higher power gives you everything you deserve and need in this life. That's the key. The key to knowing all of this is that there is no fucking key and that all the doors are fucking open. Y'all be blessed. This is Middle Eye.